So chances are, if you have opened up Canvas recently and you went to edit something in a page, it could be on an assignment or in a page where you would have normally gotten your rich content editor that gives you all of your buttons across the top, you've noticed some changes. So Canvas made a pretty drastic change with how this looks and works. So I just wanted to point out where you can find a couple of the common things that you used to see. So for example, you used to see on the right-hand side a little section that had files, it had images, and it had a way for you to be able to insert or make links directly to your specific content, things like pages and assignments and all that. Those things still exist, but they are no longer on this right-hand sidebar the way things used to be anymore. The reason they did this is to give you more screen real estate, gives you more space to be able to edit your page, so you don't have to constantly kind of shrink things in to make them fit, because students won't see those things whenever someone goes to view your course. So if I wanted to insert those things that were over here on the right-hand side before, again, things like files and documents or maybe links to my pages or assignments, a lot of those things can be now found right here in this little section. So this part right here is where you're going to change fonts and paragraph styles. This is where you're going to change font styles, bold, italics, underline, colors, things like that. And then this section right here between these lines is where you're going to see most of the embed things, where you're going to insert things into your page. So this first option, every one of these you'll notice has a little triangle next to it. If I click on the link itself, it just gives me the ability to type in some text, which is what will show up on my page, and then paste in the link that I want to link that to. But if I click on the little triangle next to it, this gives me the ability for external links or course links. External links are links to websites, things outside of Canvas. Course links are links to things inside of Canvas. And if you click on it, lo and behold, I get a very similar layout to what I had before, where I can now open up with these little triangles and find the pages that I'm looking for or assignments that I'm looking for to be able to click on and make a link to those if I want to. So again, it's still the same options. It just looks slightly different than what it did before. So images works the same way. If I click on the photo, it's just going to ask me to upload an image. But if I hit that little triangle next to it, this will ask me to be able to put things in course images or user images if I had used that kind of sidebar to be able to store things before. I can do that. So course files is where everything that you've done before was going automatically, which is where the course images folder lives. And then the next one here is for recording and uploading media. Again, a single click will open up the ability to upload media, where you could drag files or record using your webcam if you wanted to. But I am going to hit close and hit the little triangle next to it, and this allows you to be able to choose just the course media or user media. So course media, again, is the ability to access that folder. So if you'd uploaded some videos right into the files section before, that's where you're going to find all of those things, is under that triangle called course media. And then this last option in this section is an option specifically for documents. So if I click on that, again, it allows me to click and drag to upload. Or if I hit the triangle, I can access course documents, which is where all of those files that were saved before, typically PDFs, were stored. If you uploaded things using the files section, that's where you would find all of those as well. So if you're having a hard time navigating and finding those things, that's where you'll find them. You'll also notice a couple Google icons on here probably. If I just hover the mouse over it and let go, it'll tell you this first one is for Google Apps. The second one is for the Google Drive LTI plugin. And then this next button with the plug, again, looks a lot different than what it was before. This is the ability to insert apps. And so from here, you can find either Canvas Studio or all apps. And again, same thing under that little triangle. So if I wanted to view all, this shows me all of the apps that I have installed. YouTube was there before. Again, here's your Google Drive LTI, things from the Commons, etc. And then if I simply click on one of these, it will open up that tool and allow me to use it the same way I would have done before. So again, some big changes in where things live, but as far as features go, everything that was there before is still there. One thing you may have to do is this toolbar is only a certain width, so you'll notice if you are missing things off of that toolbar, it may simply be because your window isn't wide enough. So if you want to, if you have things that are being cut off, if you hit these three dots in the far right, this will show you anything else that has been cut off. So for example, the ability to insert tables is still here, but mine was being cut off. So one last thing to show you is you do have another series of menus here that show up above your editing toolbar here. And you'll see a lot of the same options in here. So I can still go to edit and do my cut, copy, paste. I can do view full screens. I can still insert links, images, media documents, tables. You can find the exact same options that were here can be found in most of these menus at the top instead. So if you like doing things in the menus instead of the buttons, you can do that as well. And there's a few extra things in here that don't exist in other places, like more options for text editing or the ability to access table properties and stuff like that. So those are just a few changes that took place to the content editor in Canvas.